In this video, I'm going to show you how to import contacts into the system. But before we begin, I want to make a very important note. It is not a good idea to import very large lists all at once. While we may be able to assess the technical quality of a list, we don't know the full history behind those contacts or how engaged they actually are with your emails. We strongly encourage you to protect your sender reputation. When you maintain a good sender reputation, your emails are sent from a shared IP address alongside other users with good sender reputations, which means more of your emails will land in inboxes. However, if you send unsolicited emails or upload cold, unengaged lists, your sender reputation can suffer. That can reduce your deliverability and impact how many of your emails actually reach the inbox. If you need to move a large number of contacts into the system, it's often better to re-engage or re-opt them in through a new funnel or campaign. However, if you do choose to import contacts directly, then we recommend doing so in smaller batches and very gradually warming up your list, rather than importing thousands of contacts all at once. With that in mind, let's go ahead and walk through how to import your list into the system. Alright, so we're going to navigate over to Contacts by clicking on Contacts over here on the left-hand side. And if you want to manually add a contact to the system, you can do so by clicking Add a Contact. And you can go ahead and put in their details here. Now, this isn't a very common way to add a contact to the system, but if you do need to do this for any reason, you can go ahead and do that here. All right, and I'm going to hit save, and now that contact has been added to the system, and you'll be able to see all of that contact's details here. All right, but let's go ahead and actually import a list into the system. So to import a list into the system, you're going to come here to Actions on the top right-hand side, and you're going to say Import Contacts. You're then going to be met with this massive warning. So this warning is there because if you don't follow the guidelines, then you could end up with your account being suspended. So it is very important that you read through all of this and that you do fully understand and that you are not uploading unsolicited contacts into the system. All right, so let's just quickly walk through this. The first thing is, I understand that in many countries, sending unsolicited emails is a criminal offence and may result in fines and other penalties. I confirm that I haven't purchased this list and that all contacts have given me explicit permission to communicate with them. And then lastly, I acknowledge that violating the anti-spam policy will lead to the termination of my account. So again, all very serious stuff, very important. Please make sure you do read and agree to all of this. All right, then we're going to hit proceed. And now we can start uploading our list. So I'm going to click here to upload my list, and I've got it here in my downloads. So we're just going to open that. And then it's going to upload that CSV file into the system. And you'll see that it's automatically categorized all of the information by first name, last name, and email. And if there is any other information, it would be organized out here. Right, then we're going to hit next. And you can go ahead and further match those fields. So the only fields we do actually have are first name, last name, and email. But if you have any of these other fields, you can go ahead and choose what it is, or if you would like to skip the import entirely. All right, then I'm going to go ahead and hit next. And from here, you can categorize the contacts that you are uploading. So you can go ahead and grant them access cards. So you can go ahead and say, yep, they're registered. You can give them tags. So for example, we can go ahead and say 2026 import, hit enter, and then tag all of these contacts that are imported with that tag. And then you can also add them to a list. So we can say warm-up list, for example, and add them to that list as well. And then you are going to check the consent box. So here you're going to confirm that yes, you have permission to send both transactional and marketing messages to this list, or if you only have permission to send transactional messages to this list. So I'm going to say yes, we've got permission for both. Then you can hit next. You're then going to import your contacts and confirm it. You're going to be met again with this warning. This feature may result in the suspension of your account. When you click proceed, your list will be subjected to sophisticated analysis. Any attempt to import dirty or illegal data will result in a review, which may lead to the termination of your account. So again, please do take this very seriously. All right, I'm going to hit proceed. And now my contact list is going to be imported. And my import is under review. Please allow 1 business day for the process to complete. All right, we're going to hit continue. and then the system will start to import that list. So that is how you can import your contacts into the system. Again, I highly recommend that you rather re-opt in your contacts into the system if you're moving them from one system to this one, or uploading them in very small batches and warming up your list again very slowly. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to manage your contacts. I'll see you there.